Alrighty, guys, they just dropped their kit for Legends Limited Super Saiyan Gohan and Trunks Youth. I don't know why I thought he was Super Saiyan 2 at first when I first saw him, but I forgot he never really exceeded past that point in this timeline. But they dropped it I think like a few minutes after the trailer. They usually do that whenever they drop it on a social media or audio reveals and stuff. But let's see what he has. I don't think it really needs to be a red unit. I think Beast Gohan doesn't really need like a hard counter on his part. He seems pretty fine. He's a healthy ultra release. Like he's a damage dealer, but he's not too broken and toxic like Ultra Maj Vegeta, for instance. But we're not really seeing him that much either for Ultra Maj Vegeta. That's mainly just whoever we're seeing now instantly. But let's see how their kit looks. The new Legends Limited tag character Super Saiyan Gohan and Trunks Youth joins the fight. When defeated in battle, switch to Trunks Youth and awaken the Super Saiyan form. So this is borderline a revival or something new, maybe comeback. I'm not sure. Okay, wait. Number 1 new succession mechanic. When own health reaches 0, change to Trunks with 80% health, transform into Super Saiyan. When still a tag character, Gohan will be blue and Trunks will be purple. But after the succession, Super Saiyan Trunks Youth will be blue like Gohan was. Oh. Okay. A blue unit. I'm expecting to see a lot of unfavorable element manipulation or type neutral in this kit, but we'll see, because we do have Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Vegeta running around. Number 2, tag switch for combos and healing. Draw a card and recover health and ki when you tag switch. Do it whether the switch gauge fills up. Oh, okay, yeah, the switch gauge fills up. Is it just like Barku switch gauge? I'm not sure, we have to see. Number 3, special move arts that deal big damage. Special move damage inflicted and critical rate will get a boost for each arts card in your hand. Ooh, I'm hearing a Super Saiyan Bardock in your side showcase. Number 4, fill up the unique gauge and finish them off. The unique gauge will charge while you're on the battlefield. When you tag switch, nullify enemy special cover changes when you fill it to max. Plus, while it's full, you'll get a boost to damage inflicted and arts card draw speed. Super Saiyan Trunks Youth features. Powerful main ability. Charge the unique gauge by 50% and draw a special move arts card. If there is a defeated battle member, then also restore the vanishing gauge by 100%. If there is a defeated battle member, then also restore the vanishing gauge by 100%. Oh. Okay, that's pretty good. Stand against a fiercest foes with Legends Limited. Super Saiyan Gohan and Trunks Youth, the Earth's last remaining warriors of hope. Ooh, I like that. Okay, this is actually a pretty good one. So this is Element Blue for Gohan. Character tags: Sun Family, Vegeta Clan, Hybrid, Super Saiyan, and Future. These are a lot of good tags. Sun Family is pretty good. Vegeta Clan has like one good team, but there is still like a lot of good Vegeta Clan units. Sword of Hope Trunks, Ultra Maj Vegeta. I guess you could say Fuse Jito, I guess. I see them every now and then. The blue Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta that got a buff too is pretty good too. And then Future. Future, I feel like for the first like 3 months is going to be Future based. So we're definitely going to be getting a lot of Future buffs. Android Saga. We already know who's coming. Buff tag Future. Tag Hybrid Saiyan and Vegeta Clan. 23% tag Future, base blast attack, and defense during battle. Did they say that they're ranged? No, they didn't say. Okay. Let's see. Hybrid Saiyan or Vegeta Clan, base blast attack, defense during battle. Doesn't look like they have anything special at like 14 stars, I guess. Tag Future, base strike. Yeah, nothing really special. Strike has armor, restores health on activate. Oh, restores health on activation. Impact restores own health by 3% upon activation. Blast armor when charging forward. This for the Gohan? Yeah, this for the Gohan. Blast buff damage inflicted on activation, plus 50% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts upon activation. Ooh, using the blast card. Ooh. Special move arts. Special move damage inflicted and critical rate will get boosted for each arts card in your hand. On activation, gain a buff that nullifies enemy endurance effects. Deals massive impact damage. Applies the following effects self upon activation. 30% of special move damage affected for 3 timer counts. Applies attribute upgrade minus 20% to enemy sustained damage cut for 3 timer counts. Nullifies enemies restore health when it reaches 0 when this character attacks for 3 timer counts. Also applies the following effects to self per arts card in your hand. plus 10% special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts, plus 10% to critical rate for 3 timer counts. Blast armor charging forward. Okay. Green card. Nullify enemy special cover change as well as your own attribute downgrades at abnormal conditions. Use this ability when you're ready to go on the offensive. Randomly draw 1 new card, restore own ki by 50, 20% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, 70% to own unique gauge charge rate for 10 timer counts, cannot be stacked. Applies nullify enemy special cover change for 10 timer counts, nullifies own attribute downgrades at abnormal conditions for 10 timer counts. This is a pretty good green card. This is a pretty good green card. Pretty sure it's a charging green card. I don't think it's like a charging forward one. I definitely don't need AoE. Switch ability. Tag switch to Trunks and switch element to purple. You'll recover health and ki as well as charge unique gauge every time you tag switch. Tag switch to Trunks Youth switches own element to purple, randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards, restores own health by 10% and ki by 40, charges own unique gauge by 40%, and cancels own attribute downgrades. Requirements, max switch gauge. Okay. Get a boost to damage inflicted and nullify unfavorable elements. Okay, this is what I was looking for. For damage sustained every time faced with an enemy. Plus, every time you use an arts, you'll gain a permanent buff to damage inflicted. Up to max of 50%. It doesn't stop there because you'll gain an additional buff to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts. This character will be dishing out some serious firepower. The most important ability is Succession. So, okay, this is something new, which activates when own health reaches 0. Change the Trunks with 80% health and transform into Super Saiyan. So we have Revival, Comeback, and now Succession, which is like pretty new, I guess, but it looks like a Revival unit. A tag Revival unit. So the theories are going to be getting thrown out there now. When own health reaches 0, Super Saiyan Gohan and Trunks Youth changes to Trunks Youth with 80% health and transforms into Super Saiyan. If own health reaches 0 due to enemy self-destruct attack, this character will be defeated. Oh, okay, I liked how they tell you that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's been a thing for a while. I mean, the self-destruct nullifies borderline anything. Same thing with besides Cyberman, Android 16, also the Red Maj Vegeta, but like some people might revisit it just for fun, just to like do that little nifty trick, I guess. Applies the following effects itself when battle starts. Charges unique gauge by 90%. Charges switch gauge by 60%, 170% damage inflicted, max 50, so 220. You also get the additional 10% from the blast arts card, so that's about 230. That's like for 15 timer counts. Reduce damage to 70%, that's usual. That can be cancelled, obviously. Reduce impact and explode and slice damage for received by 10%, cannot be cancelled. Card draw speed by 1 level, -5 to arts cost. The following effects occur every time when faced with an enemy. Restore own ki by 20. 10% damage inflicted for 10 timer counts, so that's about 240 now. Nullify unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 5 timer counts. Okay, I mean that's not bad. Affects enemies with attribute downgrade -1 arts card draw level speed for 5 timer counts. Applies following effect self to every time this character uses an arts card. Plus 10% damage inflicted. Activation counter shared between Gohan and Trunks. It cannot be cancelled. Activates 5 times. Oh, you know, this is what they were talking about earlier in the kit. So that's still that 50 that applied earlier. Then 10% damage inflicted for 10 timer counts. So about 240, 250. I think this also. I'm pretty sure this is a new one. So that's about 250 in total. Oh, okay. Another unit who could do this. Nullifies enemies wide range special arts attack when this character is in one of the following states: side moving, standing still, side stepping to the left or right, receiving an attack. Excludes abnormal conditions and special states caused by certain arts, excluding cover changes. Imagine cover changes were involved in this. It would be fucking crazy. So it started off with Yellow Jiren, Red Transforming Beast Gohan, Omega Shenron, Godku, Fuse Vegeta. Now this guy, I think that was all of them. I'm not sure if I'm missing any. I'm pretty sure that's all of them though. Has a special cover change against strike. The unique gauge will charge while this character is on the battlefield when you charge it to the max. You nullify enemies' special cover change while it's full. You'll gain a boost to damage inflicted and to arts card draw speed. Knocks back enemies to long range of a strike card. Special move is obviously comboable. Charges own unique gauge while this character is on the battlefield. So once unique gauge is full, applies buff effect nullify enemies special actions that activate when changing cover for itself for 10 timer counts. Applies following effects to self while the unique gauge is full. 30% damage inflicted, so 280. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level. The following effects occur every time when hit with an enemy's arts attack while this character is on a battlefield. Charges own switch gauge by 30%, plus 10% of damage inflicted by allies for 50 timer counts. Okay, that's good. Shortens ally switch count by 1, activates 10 times. All effects occur every time when hit with enemy arts attack. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. If all unit gauge is full after enemy attack is over, it resets to 0 and the following effects occur. Restore own health by 20%, reduce enemy key by 30, and afflicts all enemies with 3 substitution count. Okay. Shortens own substitution count by 5 when enemy activates an ultimate arts, awakened arts, or rising martial arts characters on standby. Okay, that's also pretty good. Alright, so so they weren't joking about Powerhouse. About 280% damage inflicted. They have blast armor on strike. They can block AoE green cards on the field. Sub count manipulation here and there. Locking in somebody for 3 timer counts too. And that's just Gohan's kit. So now for Trunks Youth. So he's purple. He doesn't have blast armor. Okay, we gotta keep that in mind on the purple side. So Gohan does, but Trunks doesn't. So we gotta really keep that in mind. Sun Family, Vegeta Clan, Hybrid, Super Saiyan, and Future. Future based on attack and defense. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's exactly the same, so that's fine. Ignore that one. Same. This is also the same. That's the same. He draws my new card through 20% damage. That's the same. Attack switch to Gohan, switch the element to blue. Randomly draws a new card. You have 3 or fewer. Restores own health by 10%, keep by 40. Shares own unit gauge by 40%, cancel own attribute down. Yeah, these are the same also. Trunks generally has the same abilities as Gohan. However, the first time Trunks switches in, this character will get an uncancelable 70% to boost to key recovery and an uncancelable reduction to blast and special move arts cost. These effects will remain for Gohan, so you'll want to switch to Trunks at least once to get the most out of this character. Plus, if you tag switch after 80 timer counts have passed, you'll get a permanent buff to damage inflicted. Oh. Wasn't expecting that. When own health reaches 0, Super Saiyan Gohan and Trunks Youth changes to Trunks Youth with 80% health and transforms into Super Saiyan. If own health reaches 0 due to enemies' self-destruct attack, this character will be defeated. I like how they're pointing that out, because I don't think they really pointed it out beforehand. Applies following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield via tag switch. Draw a special arts card next, charges switch gauge by 30%, -5 to blast and special move arts cost, plus 20% to health restoration. These cannot be cancelled, activates once. 7% key recovery, so they all cannot be cancelled and activates once. Via tag switch, and you draw a special arts card, activates once. Applies the following effects to self once 80 timer counts have elapsed from the battle start, activates once. Randomly draws 3 new cards when you have 3 or fewer. Restores health by 20% and key by 50. Charges own switch gauge by 50%, 30% damage inflicted. The following effects occur every time when faced with enemies. Restore key, 20 timer counts. Oh yeah, this is exactly the same. Yeah, that's the same also. Has the same effects as Gohan, so you'll be able to use Trunks in the same way. Knocks enemies back for a strike arts cover change. Combo special move arts, of course. Charges own switch gauge while it's on the battlefield. Once it's full, nullify enemy special cover change. Applies following effects self once gauge is full, 30% damage inflicted. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level. Following effects occur when it hit with an enemy's arts attack while it's carried in the field. Switch gauge by 30%. Plus damage, yeah, same thing. Same thing also. Okay, yeah, so that's all the same thing. So now for the succession is what they're calling it. So basically, I'm basically calling it revival still. After the tag unit dies, you revive in a Super Saiyan Youth Trunks. Trunks inherits Gohan's element, so he becomes blue instead of purple, which isn't a bad thing, I guess. Hopefully, well, let's see if he has any type neutrality besides just the damage sustained, which isn't bad for 5 timer counts. That's not bad, but we'll just see. But same thing here for Z ability. He does have blast armor, I believe. Yeah, blast armor charge 4. Strike arts the same effects as Gohan. Impact restores own health by 3% upon activation. Blast armor charging forward. Blast arts are the same effects as Gohan. Plus 50% damage inflicted for 10 timer counts upon activation. Special move. That's exactly the same. Green card. That's exactly the same also. Main ability. Charge the unique gauge by 50% and draw a special move arts card. If special move arts. If there is a defeated battle member, the vanishing gauge will be restored by 100% and you'll get a damage buff. Okay. I can't actually. This I wonder. Actually, no. I have to see how he does well with the death buffs with Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, the one who just recently got a Zenkai. You draw a special move arts card next, restores own health by 20% and ki by 50. Charges all unit gain by 50%. Destroys all of your enemy's cards on main ability. The following effects occur if there is a defeated battle member. Restores own advantage engaged by 100%. 30% damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Steals enemies Rising Rush for 50 timer counts. Only 10 timer counts need to elapse. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty useful too. I couldn't imagine if the main ability removed vanished. Then that would be like a really big problem. But overall, that's pretty good though. If you transform before 80 timer counts have passed, you'll get a damage buff and unfavorable element factors will be nullified. Plus, if you use an arts card while there's a defeated battle member, then you'll get a permanent buff to critical rate 1 time. Even if you are at a disadvantage and it's a session activated early on, you still have power to turn things around. Applies a following effect self after transforming, switches element to blue, draws a special move arts card next, restores ki by 50, cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Applies the following effect self if fewer than 80 timer counts have elapsed from the battle start. 20% damage inflicted, so that on top of the 250. Oh no, you got another 30 last time, so I think this is like a total of 300. If it's still talking about the previous kit from the tag unit, it's about almost close to 300 if it racks up like that. Oh wow, nullifies own unfavorable element factors for 40 timer counts. I think that's the same amount of time. No, I'm thinking of no, that's somebody completely different. Never mind. This is cough, sickness is getting to me. The following effects occur every time one faced with an enemy. Restores own ki by 20%, plus 10% damage inflicted for 10 timer counts. Nullifies own unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 5 timer counts, cannot be cancelled. Affects all enemies with attribute downgrade -1 card draw level speed for 5 timer counts. Applies following effect self every time this character uses an arts card. Restores own ki by 10, plus 10% damage inflicted for 5 timer counts. Also applies following effect self if there is a defeated battle member. Activates once. Draw a special arts card next. 20% to critical rate. Yeah, these guys are gonna be critting like crazy. They might just be a powerhouse. So what I'm hearing is this is like this feels like a new it feels like UGB like all over again for some reason. Like I'm seeing like, oh well, besides a crit, the crit rate is crazy, the blue card's pretty good. Once 80 timer counts have passed, you're basically the #1 unit in the game. That's what it feels like. From a tag unit with purple and blue to a revival, like Trunks goes from purple to blue. Succession is what we're calling it though, succession, I guess. The abilities are overall the same, but the unique gauge will charge faster than it did before transforming. Plus, when you charge it to max, you'll draw cards if you have 3 or fewer. Strike cover change, so they all have strike cover changes. Combos, special move, arts cards, as usual. Rapidly charges all unique gauge while this character is on the battlefield. Applies the following effect self once unique gauge is full. Randomly draws at most 3 new cards when you have 3 or fewer cards. Applies the buff effects, nullify enemies cover changing for 10 timer counts. Also applies following effects to self while the unique gauge is full. 30% damage inflicted. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level. Applies following effects to allies every time one hit with an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the battlefield. Plus 10% damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Shorten substitution count by 1. Activates 10 times. So that's from the previous kit. If unique gauge is full, and when the attack is over and it resets to 0, the following effects will occur. That's the same. This is also the same. Okay. They're looking like a strong like top 5 unit. I'm not sure where in the top 5, but I think they would be like a pretty strong top 5 unit. Like the amount of tags they have. 2, what is it? Sun Family, Vegeta Clan, hybrids, Super Saiyan, Future. They're gonna have so much access to so many, not just teams but equips as a whole. For Android Saga 2. And for Future Alone isn't like really like a team per se. Like it is struggling in the sense like we've only gotten like transforming Vegito Blue. We haven't gotten a new cell in literally almost 2 years. The Goku Black was very disappointing on release. The green Super Saiyan Trunks, he's not bad, but he's not bad. We'll just say that. These guys are definitely expected for a Zenkai. I wouldn't be mad if he got a Zenkai either. And then Sword of Hope Trunks definitely got a lot of justice on his plat. These guys didn't really last that long. Not really being used as much, but I still love this tag unit as a whole. Red Zamasu is starting to fall off the wagon a little bit. It's still a good Zenkai from 2024 though. But Future as a whole isn't bad. I mean, take a look at Sun Family too. Let's go check hybrids real quick. For hybrids, you have Ultra Gohan, Red Gotenks, Ultimate Gohan if you're lucky enough to run him if you want to, unless you want to get stomped by Beast. Red Super Red Transforming Beast isn't even a bad unit still to this day either. But hybrids is still like a viable tag as usual. Take a look at Vegeta Clan. It's not really gonna be as much like the I'm looking at so much. Sun Family, Triku, Godku, Barku if you like to run them. Like there's so many units you can run in Sun Family that are like still like meta relevant. I'm hoping for this guy to get a Zenkai, especially in the near future. Hopefully this year. But overall, they look like a pretty good unit on paper. But I can already imagine how crazy they're gonna go in an actual match. I'll see what the first team that I run them with is gonna be, but without a doubt, in my whole entire mind and body, these guys are getting a Zenkai. This guy is most definitely getting an Ultra. We're definitely seeing an Ultra Cell, without a doubt, in the next few coming weeks. He's definitely coming. And Android, who knows? Androids might be a viable team. Who knows? I mean, it's still a somewhat usable team if you play smart, but I think Cell might be like the backbone, definitely carrying on his back for androids if he is the Ultra. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for staying till the end. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.